Hey guys, so for this video, I'm going to show you how I created this mermaid inspired festival look. First, I'm starting off with this lime green shade from the BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes palette with a Morphe R34, and I'm just placing this right in my crease. I already have my eyelids primed using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I also did my brows before recording. Next, I'm going into the brighter blue shade from that same palette using the Morphe M505, and I'm just placing this in my crease as well, right under that green shade. Going back into that lime green shade using the same R34 brush, I am just going to be blending out the blue to make more of a seamless look. Now going into the deeper blue shade from that same BH palette with a Morphe M222 brush, I'm going to be kind of carving out my crease and adding a deeper blue shade into that crease color. Going back into the lighter blue shade we used before the deep blue with the same Morphe M505 brush, I'm going to be blending out that blue, that dark blue shade we just used to kind of get rid of that harsh line we just created. Now going back into the lime green shade with the same Morphe MR34, I'm going to continue blending this out. Now I'm going in with a clean blending brush, the Morphe E27. I'm just blending everything together. Now using my Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer in the shade Light Sand, I'm going to be carving out my crease with the Morphe E19 to create that perfect cut crease look. Now I'm going to go into my Tarte Man Eater palette and use that bright white shade just to set the concealer I just placed on my eye so it does not budge. Now going into my Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place, I'm going to go into the shade Zobo with I used very different brushes for this. At first, I used that flat brush and then I went into a more precise brush. You can really use any brush that makes it easier for you to get into those corners. But those are the brushes that I used and I got them from Amazon. Going into the same Juvia's Place palette, I'm going to be going into the shade Makita with a Morphe M326 brush, and I'm going to just be placing that color on the tail of my cut crease. Now with a flat Wet n Wild brush, I'm going to go into the shade Zola, and I actually sprayed my brush with the Mario Badescu spray right after applying the shade, just to give it a more intense look. And I'm just going to place this in the middle of those two purple shades I placed earlier. Now that we have a halo eye effect going on, I'm going to go back into that shade Zobo from the Masquerade palette with my Real Techniques base shadow brush and just blend the blue into the purple shade to not give it such a harsh look. Now going into my NYX Vivid Brights liner in the shade Vivid Blossom, I'm going to line the top of that cut crease I just created. And the rest of this got cut off while I was recording. So basically what I just did is I used the same liner in the shade White, and I just created 3 dots in my inner corner, and I did the little flick on the bottom of the cut crease with the same white liner. And for the lower lash line, I went in with my Morphe M222 brush and that deep blue shade, and I just blended that all under my waterline, and I also went in with the lime green shade under as well, towards the inner corner. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on my social media platforms to be updated with more videos, and thank you for watching.